Miss Global Forum, the Global Entrepreneurship Network, and TGELF. Thanks to them, we will be possible to give great prizes and special awards for all of you. We have received also the permanent support of our commercial vice presidents of USIL and the administration and entrepreneurship career of USIL too, as well as the Entrepreneurs Club of USIL. Finally, we have received the institutional support of the government of Peru, Innovate Peru. Today you will be the startups. We will choose the startups that are going to represent our country in the Accelerate program called Accelerate 2, and be able to go the finalists and the winners to the global final to be developed in the month of October. So thank you very much to all, and thank you for joining us. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Diez-Canseco. Now is the turn of Mr. Luis Salazar, partner in Investa. Mr. Salazar, please.
Thank you very much, Arturo. Thanks, Daniel. I also want to acknowledge all of the judges that gave their support in the evaluation of the first round. There's Ms. Lois Tábara, Mr. Enrique Castro, Mr. Alejandro Bernaola, Ms. Fiorella Torres, Mr. Sergio Vázquez, Ms. Vivian Valer, and Mr. Fernando Passe. We had an excellent team of judges that screened over 300 different applications. We have an amazing group of startups now from different sectors, and I believe the judges will have a very difficult choice, a very difficult labor to make. Let me introduce them. I'd like to introduce Miss Cynthia Villar from Junior Achievement, Mr. Eddie Valdivieso from Hub UDEP, and Ms. Julián Gallardo, who is a consultant from the Club of Entrepreneurs for USIL, and Mr. Jaime Sotomayor, who is a well-known entrepreneur and advisor for the ecosystem. With no more, I have nothing more. That give good luck for all of the startups, and let's start with the pitches, Arturo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Salazar. Now, the most important moment of the afternoon, the pitches. Before that, we said we have three categories: ideas, early, and growth. This point must be considered to the judges. We start the ideas, the startups to ideas, next early, and finally the growth. Okay, please, all the stars, they have 3 minutes to their speech, and other 3 minutes to respond the questions, the Q&A or judges. This is the chronometer. You have 3 minutes, and when you plus 1 minute to finish, I send a message 1 minute. Okay, now start now. the moment of the truth. Ideas. Startup green boots by 3 minutes. Okay, green boots, start now, please.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, my name is Sergio Sanchez. I'm founder and CEO of Greenabots. So to start, I imagine that when the quarantine officially ended, all of you want to go for a walk and read again. So I noticed one thing, that the parks were really neglected. And of course, how it could have been, right? Almost like 5 months with no one doing this service. Now, think about the number of people you need to perform this service. I'm going to give you a piece of information. Only the municipality of Lima spends like 2 million soles in a year only in payroll for doing this service. Now, imagine how much invest you need in each city in Peru, in Latin America, in the world, because at the end, the maintenance of green area has been done the same for all years. So our solution is this. We call Greenabots. They are the small robots in charge of maintaining green areas. And the robots, among other things, will have GPS, sensor, distance sensors, cameras, and that will allow through a software follow a certain route in which, with a blade in the lower area, it will give in the maintenance. So it's going to cut in the grass and eventually having an irrigation system. And after the tasks, the robot is going to return to a charge base that is going to be installed in one part of the area to be ready for other tasks. Now, our mission are focused in reduce two things. The first is reduce the annual invest on payroll of governments and big companies. And second, reduce the noise and the environmental pollution that is generated by traditional garden tools that use gasoline at this moment. So our business model is simple and exportable to every part in the world because we don't sell our technology. We're a company that outsources the green area maintenance service, but in a different way. So we charge for the rent of the robot per day and depending of the hour of use. The market is potentially huge. If we talk about Peru, there are like 1,600 municipalities, and with big companies, there are like 5,000. That represents for us $450 million. And in Latin America, the market is like $60 billion. If we talk about the world, it's like $300 billion on gardening products. And if we talk about business service, it's potentially bigger because, for example, there are many countries that have big markets on business service like US, China, and Japan. And there are companies that already use robots on their ecosystem for satisfy this kind of service. And we want to approach the smart city and 5G network to transform this process to an automatic. To end the presentation, I want to say that technology that a few years could be considered very distant now is a reality, and we want to incorporate technology developed in Peru. And with this project, we are going to generate an exportable idea that can be used in every part of the world. So I want to ask you all, how many Greenabots will you need for now? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sergio. Now they have 3 minutes more for the questions about the judges. Go on, our judges, please.
Hi.
Okay.
Can I do a question? Can you share us about your team? Who is part of your team?
Yeah. Well, we about the team now is me. I'm the founder, but we know that every idea needs a great team. We are aware of that, and we know what we need. And we are for our next mission to look and contact people with knowledge in the development of robotics and IoT. So our next goal is participation in international virtual robotics that is going to be doing by a Peruvian community. And also we know where we can find the people that can help us. We are involved in the community. So we are looking for that, and that's why we are here, right? To know people to can approach us in this to get this project startup.
I have a question. Have you already developed your robot, and have you tested it?
Okay. So about validation, like you say, we we don't have like a prototype right now because it's like an idea, but we are validate the problems first that are the high cost and that the companies that do this service don't have the control of their resources. And also we go to, for example, in San Isidro, there is the lab of IoT, and we were right now are like closed because the COVID, but here you can produce a lot of things that can help that robot to the city and can help them to prototype that, right? So we are validating that things, but we are looking for doing the prototype first.
Another question I have, when are you planning to be in market, to be ready in market? Do you have a specific time? Or?
Well, we are about at a specific time, we don't have like a limit, but we want to start in these months, like I say, certain people that know, search the community, tells about our idea. To prototype, I mean, for robots, it's very, you need the hardware and software, but you can validate a prototype like in 1 month, in 3 weeks, and then you can like validate a simple, and then it can be approached to another and another. So like a limit time we don't have right now.
No, todavía no puedo presentarlo.
Your validation, how long will it take, and how much money do you need to get a prototype running?
Okay, so about the cost, for the first, I mean, to validate, we are like we are thinking about, for example, like 20,000 soles in the first prototype that can be controlled by a software with a Raspberry Pi at first and can be proof in a garden. And then I mean, we need a little inversion for doing that, like we present, right? So we want to, we know that if we do this validate, we can project that the robot, it will cost like 3,000 or 4,000 in the future. And that's we can recover that invest of one robot in like 3 or 4 months. But now the thing is that we can go to there, right? So that's why we are gonna doing these prototypes.
Sergio, I have a comment and a question. My comment is related to what Jaime just said, and it's about the team, right? If you don't have a team, it's very unlikely for you to be able to expand and to escalate, because of course, by yourself, you won't be able to attend everyone's needs. So I would really look into finding a team as soon as possible so that you can be accompanied in this trip that you're encountering. So that will be the first comment. And then the question would be, can you go back to your business model? And I want to see the estimation of your total market that will be addressed. How did you come up with that number? I want to have the explanation of how you come up with the number, please.
Of the business market here?
Of the targeted market.
Well, I really can hear well the.
You expressed that you had a total market that you would be able to address.
Oh yes, yeah, here.
So I want to see how did you calculate that, please?
Okay. So about big companies in Peru, there are like 4,080 big companies, and like 70% they have big green areas, and of that 70%, there are like 50% they outsource the service, and 50% they use our people. So we think that we can go to 10%, that we can go, and in municipalities we go to 3% because in Peru there are like a little issues with some municipalities. And this information was from Euromonitor, and that's how we estimate. I mean, the amounts in dollars is because the big companies, 15% of how they win and the sales that they have, 50% they use on outsourcing service, and of that 15%, 5% uses on gardening if they are big. So that's information that you can see. For example, there we use like I don't remember the name right now. But the statistic company in Peru. I don't remember the name. I forgot it. But there you can see, yeah, that there is there, yeah, it's called Enajo. Enajo is for home, but it's for companies, yeah, and that you can see, this in the world is also in gardening products, and this is of business market, and this is from Euromonitor. So big companies are using robots in their ecosystem. Besides that, Japan are using. They're the country that more invest in that. So we think that it's a great product that we can approach, and we can exportable from Peru.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you very much, Sergio. We appreciate your presentation. Now, the next, prepare in this moment the startup, the category ideas, the startup HRP tracker. This startup is a primary care centers should identify and know COVID-19 patients considered in the high-risk group. They provide support to primary healthcare center help and equipment taught an online platform. It allows health workers to receive training, access to health, request primary healthcare supplies, and who to track and identify patients. Now is the turn of Lara Seaman by 3 minutes. Lara, please, your turn.
Yeah, I think that there you can see my screen. Well, locate, identify, and track. Powerful words to save thousands of lives. How can we achieve that? By locating the asymptomatic and presymptomatic. Locating patients with those characteristics may seem impossible, but not for us. High-risk groups are more prone to infect too. Plus, the recovery treatment is demanding and expensive for Latin America. Therefore, we have shifted our focus point to those inside that group, narrowing down the search, allowing us to find those who need assistance. As this graph shows, 1.7 billion people worldwide have a condition that could increase the risk of severe COVID-19 infection. If we zoom into Latin America, we can see that 21% of the population is at risk. We have developed an online portal that would allow primary care centers to become a radar for COVID-19 unknown patients that belong to the high-risk group, allowing healthcare workers to receive online training, telehealth access, request primary healthcare supplies, and how to trace and identify patients. Currently, hospitals are crowded, and patients within the high-risk group still need to attend their regular medical checkups, opting to attend primary healthcare centers. Hear this out. Ex-patient suffers from hypertension, so he needs medical follow-up. Not knowing he's asymptomatic, he goes to his primary healthcare center like he normally does. The first thing the healthcare worker does is to ask if he has any symptoms by the list provided in HRP tracker. Being asymptomatic, he denies feeling any symptoms, but because of being within the high-risk group, the HRP tracker will recommend having a rapid diagnostic test done, coming out positive. Our healthcare worker will be ready to follow the procedure as they will never lack equipment, allowing them to identify asymptomatic patients. As Northeast Brazil is highly affected, showing almost 400,000 cases and 16,000 total deaths, our project would be ideal as cases are increasing and HRP tracker would allow this area to gradually recover. It is a useful portal that would fit in any area in need, such as one in Peru. The Brazilian healthcare system supports these methods. As we have already won an MIT competition with this project, we are developing our world together with EWC, where we have access to data encryption and real-time data. Therefore, we will need software engineers, PPE, and rapid diagnostic kits, among other things. This would be an example of our prototype. Our objective is feasible. Together with the sponsors' help, we would lower the burden of the healthcare specialists, reducing the growth of COVID-19 and saving thousands of lives. As you can see, we started off by winning the MIC competition, later on developing our prototype with Amazon Web Services, and right now we are hoping we can move forward with your help. We are a multidisciplinary team.
Thank you very much, Lara. Now the judges, they have 3 minutes for questions. Go on.
Hello,
Sorry,
Lara.
sorry, just a moment, please. The judges, don't forget their scores on the platform, please.
Okay. Hello, Lara. What is your progress from the time that you won the hackathon of MIT?
Yeah, from the time we won that hackathon, we were able to put our idea into a more clear state, as we received constantly help from mentors. And also because of winning the competition, we received a lot of credits from EWC, that it is Amazon Web Services, where we're going to develop our prototype. And there, ever since, we have been part of seminars, webinars, and a lot of practice that has allowed us to gain a lot of knowledge. And because of that, we're already starting to develop our prototype, and we expect to finish it by the first days of December.
Other question to Lara?
What are the next steps that you are thinking to continue validating your project, and which are the alliances that you think doing in the next years or in the next months to promote your project?
Yeah, first of all, of course, we need promotion to make our project more visible. And because of that, we would think of alliancing with people within the primary healthcare centers, or probably people who have real-time data about what's happening with COVID-19 and the infections. And also what we would need is that, as we have already fulfilled the need that we had of having real-time data and data encryption because of EWC, what we would be needing right now would be access, or at least money, to buy PPE kits, rapid diagnostic kits, and those things that we should be able to supply with to the primary healthcare centers.
Lara, do you have a roadmap that will let you start in one country and then move on to the others, for example, or do you plan to go to several countries at the same time? What is your expansion plan?
If I go back, well, as you can see, first we want to start with Northeast Brazil, because it is a rural area that really needs help to lower the cases that they are having of COVID-19, and also because they are not receiving as much help as they should from their government. So yeah, firstly, we want to start by Brazil, then we want to move on to the countries that are being most affected by this. So probably right now, Peru isn't being one, but it will be probably within the past few days. But also Argentina is suffering a lot. But yeah, mainly Brazil is our focus point right now.
And regulations on each country are different, right?
Yeah, but because of that, we are very lucky that as we are developing with EWC, they already have those laws and restrictions on the website. So whenever we are developing, we can go into them and we know what to do and what to not, because it's clear there.
Okay, thank you very much, Lara. Now is the turn of Compra.me. This startup is integrated e-commerce platform for CMS under the concept of digital mall. Defense, Antonio Antonio Inga, CEO of Comprame.me. Please, Antonio, your presentation by 3 minutes. Start. Just a moment, please. The judges, don't forget there are scores on the platform, please. On platform, it's very important to select the winner to this afternoon. No, okay. 3 minutes start now, Antonio. The time running, Antonio.
Good afternoon. My name is Antonio. I not speak English, pero estoy aquí porque creo que eso no es un obstáculo para llevar adelante el proyecto que vengo a presentarles. Cómprame es una plataforma especializada en comercio electrónico, centrada en galerías, tiendas y stands de ventas al detalle. Mientras las economías del mundo se quiebran y el comercio electrónico sigue en auge, consideramos que la digitalización de los pequeños negocios ya no es una opción, sino más bien urgente y necesario. Aclaro que Cómprame no es un marketplace más de los que ya existen. Al contrario, es una comunidad de comercio electrónico, en donde las tiendas estarán ordenadas en galerías, segmentos, categorías y localización geográfica. Queremos que el proceso sea fácil, rápido y económico para los pequeños negocios, olvidándose de las complicaciones de hosting, dominio y SEO que el pequeño empresario no puede ni tiene el tiempo para aprenderlo. Esto ya no es solamente una idea, porque desde que nos enrolamos al Founder Institute en julio, estamos en carrera y tenemos planeado lanzarlo en julio del 2020 en Perú. Por eso necesitamos un capital semilla de $50,000. Dinero que será bien invertido porque tenemos un modelo de ingresos bajo suscripción que mantiene un equilibrio perfecto entre el costo por adquisición y el tiempo de vida del cliente, con un retorno de inversión proyectado a 18 meses. Pueden confiar en nosotros porque la experiencia y la educación que tengo me permite estar seguro de que puedo sacar esto adelante, además de que cuento con un equipo externo de colaboradores. Queremos hacer de Cómprame una compañía global que sea capaz de representar al Perú. This is Cómprame, the small business app. Thank you very much.
Okay, Antonio, thank you very much. Don't forget their evaluations on the platform, please. Our questions to Antonio now, please. Go on.
Okay, thank you. Jaime here. Antonio, how's this solution any different from what's available today in the market?
En que es una comunidad, no es solamente un marketplace, sino más bien están dentro de una comunidad. Los comercios forman parte de una comunidad creando contenido en base al comercio electrónico.
¿Podrías explicar un poquito más de eso?
De acuerdo. Existe lo que son red de profesionales es LinkedIn, red social Facebook, pero no conocemos una red exclusiva de pequeños negocios que estén dentro de la misma plataforma integrada. Conocemos soluciones que les crean tiendas a los pequeños negocios, pero están dispersos. En Cómprame estarán dentro de la misma plataforma.
¿No se parece a juntos.com?
No, porque Juntos es un subdominio creado para tiendas de retail, pero nosotros queremos que sea masivo. Cuando pensamos en galerías, digamos, una galería, el Rey de Gamarra, dentro de esa galería existen 100 tiendas. Entonces, trasladar el comercio real, digitalizar los pequeños comercios, digitalizar estos comercios que existen en el mundo real.
Ahora esto es, digamos, ¿qué te hace pensar que las bodegas, los comercios necesitan esta solución y no otra?
Cuando he conversado con los comerciantes, principalmente de Gamarra y Mercado Central, tienen un problema del 70% en caída en sus ventas, precisamente debido a que la gente ya no fluye como antes. Entonces, esta plataforma está pensada mediante aplicación web y móvil, poder llegar a los clientes mediante, igual que el Facebook, de manera viral, de manera viral.
Una pregunta, ¿cómo vas a hacer para cobrarle a estos comercios un porcentaje? ¿Cuál es tu modelo de negocios para ganar dinero?
Hemos estado testeando para ver cuánto estarían dispuestos los clientes a pagar. Entonces, ellos nos han dado una cifra entre 100 soles o 50 soles, dependiendo de las funcionalidades. Por eso partimos de una base de $30 en el que ellos tienen una solución completa, olvidándose del hosting, del dominio, de todo absolutamente, y un plan sin límite de productos. Actualmente, Gamarra tiene una solución solamente web, pero que es limitado, pero que además no tiene difusión masiva. Una aplicación es mucho más fácil. Hemos tenido retroalimentación con aproximadamente 50 llamadas telefónicas y nos han dado su feedback.
Y respecto al equipo que va a ser capaz de construir esto, ¿cómo estás en ese sentido?
Cuento con un equipo externo de colaboradores mediante freelancer. Conozco gente de la India, de Estados Unidos, que son expertos en lenguajes de programación. Particularmente yo también tengo conocimientos generales sobre esto. Entonces, ellos pueden hacerme el trabajo a medida. Solamente es cuestión de dinero.
Okay, Antonio, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is the turn now of the MOSI. The team of MOSI, they must prepare in this moment. Now, MOSI, sorry. MOSI is an innovative proposal, is a medical device that transfers patients' lives by automating conventional non-invasive oxygen therapy. MOSI provides the right amount of avoid complications due to lack or excess of oxygen. Now is the turn of Rosemary Atarama.
Hi.
Rosemary, complete your presentation, please. Now, 3 minutes.
Okay. So today there are more than 22.5 million cases of coronavirus in the world, and Latin America has become the region with the highest number of confirmed cases globally. You probably already know people who have died or are infected with COVID, maybe a friend or a colleague. The numbers are increasing and the situation doesn't seem to be improving, at least on this side of the world. COVID-19 has exposed 3 main problems in the health sector: the huge demand for ICU beds, the lack of medical staff, and the shortage of medical equipment. Oxygen therapy is the first line of defense for patients hospitalized with COVID-19. But today, providing oxygen therapy requires of a medical staff to constantly adjust the oxygen flow manually. However, due to the high demand, it is not possible to assist patients at the right time, putting their life at risk. We want to be part of the solution. We introduce you MOSI. MOSI is an innovative product which transforms the conventional oxygen therapy through automation. MOSI provides the adequate oxygen flow in a personalized way. The closed cycle system used by MOSI reduces the hospitalization time in 30%, and it has benefits for the medical staff since reduce the contact with patients, so they can use their time more efficiently. MOSI is designed to be used in the emergency and intermediate care units, strengthening the first line of defense to prevent more people from needing an ICU bed. It is important to clarify that our solution not only treats COVID cases, but all respiratory diseases that need oxygen therapy, about 591 million people in the world. This is the market opportunity, which is increasing due to the pandemic situation. Our prototype won the first place for innovation at the last Latin American Congress of Biomedicine. Now we are on the acceleration stage of Brain Chile, working on the technical and clinical tests. We plan to launch MOSI on the market in 2021, and our main clients are hospitals and clinics. Let me show you that we are a powerful team led by women, showing that in Peru, there can be medical equipment innovations. Our team combines technical and business skills. Leslie is electronic engineer and is the creator of MOSI. Yulisa is biomedical engineer and I have a degree in management. I am Rosemary Tarama. We are MOSI and we are building the future in health. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rosemary. Now, please, our judges, don't forget your qualifications on platform. It's very important to select our winner. But the Q&A session by 3 minutes. Go on.
Hi, Mosi. Well, Julissa. I have a question, and it's regarding what is the minimal viable product you can launch within the regulations that you're allowed?
Yeah. Just let me check. How can I? Okay. I just wanted to start my video. Okay. Yeah, we are on the medical test now. Actually, we have our first prototype. We are changing because we want to put medical elements on them. And due to the pandemic situation, all the regulation and the permission, at least here in Peru, are easier now. So we only have to test our prototype. We want to test it in a clinical way these years with about 10 or 2 patients. But that's one of the reasons that we are looking for the financial, because we only have 1 prototype. And to make a more clinical test, we need to build like 5 or 10 or 10 MOSIs that can be used on the main hospital, at least here in Peru. And we already have 2 hospitals that they want to prove our prototype on their patients. It's the Rebagliati Hospital and Angamos Hospital.
I have a question. How much money do you need to test your product and to expand or get all the certifications you need?
Okay. Here's for us, we need at least $3,500 to build 1 prototype. Until now, we have just 1, as I mentioned, and we are planning to sell it in $50,000 because all the equipments, at least in this industry, for all the equipment for respiratory diseases are about like $50,000 and $60,000, but we want to get to all around the world, to all the corners, onto all the regions where they need this kind of oxygen therapy with an efficient way. it is important to clarify that we don't want to put a machine instead of a doctor or a nurse. We just want to improve the therapy so they can use their time in a more efficient way.
I have a question. I know a person in Washington, D.C. who is developing an earplug that provides oxygen to people who are left without it in a certain amount of time so that they can get to the ER in a faster response and have a better result afterwards. But she took very, very long to develop her prototype and struggled a lot into getting the right devices to make it work. So have you had any plan to foresee this in order not to be in the same position where you have to try until you get your prototype working?
Can you repeat again the question? At the beginning, I couldn't listen you all.
If you have foreseen any way that you would prevent the position in which my friend was trying to get a prototype, a working prototype that took long to happen. So have you seen any way that you would, I don't know, accelerate the process of making it work so that it doesn't take so long for you?
Yeah, as I mentioned, our first prototype won the first place as the best innovation in Latin America in the last Biomedical Congress that it was in Mexico. That was the last year. And now we are currently on the acceleration stage of Brain Chile. So we are like getting in contact with the industry and also with coaches that they are helping us a lot. And in just 1 year, I can show you here, in 2020, we just like gave pretty huge step in our acceleration. That's the reason why we think that on the 2021 we can launch the equipment. Also, it is important that there is an opportunity now due to the COVID situation. So at least here in Peru, all the institutions that we need to do their permissions, they can give us in a faster time. We don't have to wait like a lot of time. They just need our medical tests, our clinical tests, and we can launch, and the rest of the hospital can be our early adopters. And as I mentioned, we already have 2 hospitals that are interested on our device.
Thank you very much, Rosemary. Now is the turn of be careful with the time. We must be very responsible with the time. 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes to questions. In other note, or just don't forget the qualifications. Now is that the turn of Oxen. We develop high performance air purifiers with urban application, improving the quality of life of citizens using biotechnology when applying microalgae as raw material. The speaker is Natalie Castro, CEO and founder of the Oxen. Please, Natalie, now is your turn. By 3 minutes. Okay, Natalie, 3 minutes starts now.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Natalie Castro, and I am talking about Oxen today. CO2 levels have increased dramatically since the Industrial Revolution, which indicates that human activities are responsible these gas for the greenhouse effect. In a normal condition, it helps us maintain adequate temperature to live. But if it increases, we can see devastating phenomena, such as droughts in Chile that caused irrigation system to collapse, the rise in sea level, hurricanes like Maria that left 4,600 deaths in Puerto Rico, or floods that last year causes loss of more than $2.5 million in Uruguay and Argentina. This year, due to the pandemic, we had a significant drop in CO2, but is proportional increase to forecast as occurrence in all crises due to the economic reactivation. We seek that the economic reactivation can be done in a sustainable way. We propose to use microalgae that are the largest natural fixer of CO2 on the planet through a photobioreactor that will put in urban and industrial areas main source of CO2. 5 years ago, we started basic research, culture, media, and we optimized manufacture and the photobioreactors. In 2019, we migrated to business, and these are our minimal viable products. The first is a totem equivalent to 100 trees for companies, and the second is a lamp for citizens. So, who are our potential clients? Only in Latin America, the hotel industry has more than 40,000 rooms in the luxury chains, and the construction industry with LED certification that provides lower operating costs, sell rental of the property in less time. Rents 20% above the average heighted capital against 5 return on investment. How we will reach all these clients? We have a growth approach based on the product and brand franchise. To achieve these, our products are developed with digital manufacturing. For this way of manufacturing, they can be replicated in any Fab Lab in the world. The last year, we win the Media Lab. We were selected for the Media Lab to participate in the Global Community Bio Summit, and later we were selected to the Foro Latinoamericano de Bioeconomía in Costa Rica. And the last year too, we win the Reto Bio, and now we have a lab.
Sorry, Atali, sorry, your time is over. So I'm so sorry. Your time is over. The question of judges, please, in this moment. Please, questions or judges, please.
Can you go back to your expansion plan, your roadmap? I believe it's a very ambitious one. Can you go back to your map? So again, can you clarify how you plan on doing all this, please?
Okay, this is a map that Fab Labs in the world. So we work with digital fabrication. So our products can be replicated in Fab Labs. So our model of expansion have a base on in the Fab Labs. So in all these countries, we can build our photobioreactors.
Okay, and so your plan is to go and talk to the different Fab Labs and ask if they want to join the process, or you're gonna hire them to do it and pay them a fee?
From now we have 2 partners, one in Mexico and one in Brazil. So for start, maybe we can start to work in these 2 countries and Peru, obviously. Now we have a little Fab Lab here in Peru, and 2 microbiology lab.
Is this a short-term solution, or you are planning to own your own process of fabrication, or find a stronger partner that can fabricate these components?
Yeah, we have the plan to work with buildings, with companies, bigger companies, to build these photobioreactors in their buildings. So this is the first step, but later we expected to build photobioreactors with more impact.
I have a question. What made you different from your competitors, or or solutions that already exist?
We have a little competitor. We don't have any competitor in Peru, but in other countries like Alemania or Mexico too, we have two companies that they are doing the same, or the similar that we do, but we have the advantage that we can do our photobioreactors in Fab Labs. They have a really high constructions, and they have photobioreactors more expensive. Our photobioreactors can be replicable in these biofab labs. So our model business could be expansive.
Other questions or judges or questions? No more questions.
I just like, if there is time,
Eddie, sorry. Continue, please.
I would like to know about if you have like any feedback from your clients, like your potential clients.
Yeah, now we are just two clients because we stopped because of the pandemic. But these two clients use our photobioreactors, one in a hotel, for example, in their rooms, because it's better for their clients. Our generation people find environmental solutions. So they use things or products or service which this value. So our clients now are happy with our products.
Okay, thank you very much, Atali. Now the final start on ideas category. We close ideas with Kulka. Kulka is an application that allows Peruvian nano stores control their business. The application provides such as a main service cost reduction, process optimization, and forecasting based on the customer preference. Okay.
Yeah.
The speaker is Javier. Is Javier now for by 3 minutes starts now.
Hey, how are you? My name is Javier, but for my friends, I am Javi. I'm the CFO and a co-founder of Kulka. Did you know that the nano store in Peru can move more than $6,000 of merchandise during a week? That there are approximately 100,000 of this kind of business in our country, and that they represent the 70% of the Peruvian retail market? Besides, in Peru, a nano store owner is not just an entrepreneur. They are also the head of their family and a monetary support. Like Raquel, a 4-year-old Peruvian entrepreneur a non-store owner, and a head of her family. She's aware that the market is evolving, bringing with them new competitors. Together with other entrepreneurs that we interview have the same problem, leave them in a disadvantage. 80% have no idea what sold during the day. 65% don't know when or how much to order. 40 don't know the preference of their customers. It is clearly that the non-store needs to evolve, be more competitive. Today, we'll give them this opportunity. To achieve this, we created Kulka, a mobile application accessible with a monthly subscription that allows the non-store owners to take the full control of their business and learn more about it. With only 2 inputs, the purchases and the sale of their business, the Kulka apps create a real-time inventory, generates daily sales report, learns everything about your client's preference, and recommends the product that the user should need to buy. Kulka will impact the life of 3 million of entrepreneurs, taking their business to another level. In a market of more than $42 million per month, only in Latin America. So, what are our goals? A lot of depth interview with non-store owners, test a prototype that resulted in an increase of the non-store net income by 25%, and a reduction in their operating time in 2 hours. Now we are developing the app version to test with more non-store owners, following with a growth path. Kulka gives the non-store owners the control of their business at the palm of their hand, while our algorithm never stops learning. The value of Kulka is to transform the traditional retail channel. We invite you to be part of the Kulka family. So, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Javier. Now, the turn of our judge. Please, our judge, don't forget work qualifications on platform. Now, start the process of questions.
I'll do a question then. How have you tested or validated this solution with the customers? I mean, beyond just an interview, how have you used any sort of MVP or mock-up to test your assumptions?
Hi, Jaime. Yeah, obviously. We do a prototype, our first prototype in non-store here in Lima. And the result of that prototype, that an increase in their net income by 25% and their operating time during the day, the operating day in that non-store in 2 hours. There are the principal results that we have in our first MVP for our applications.
And also I wanted to say congratulations with the team. I see very familiar faces here.
Yeah, same for that. Yeah, for that, we are a really good time.
Because you should also say, you know, they've also worked in the past in other startups, so you have previous experience.
Yeah, here the guys are very familiar with some projects, with some startups, and we create that, and we really have a strong idea here to develop more this market that it is our intention to.
Javier, congratulations on your presentation. I really like it. Can you share a little bit more about your competitors or possible competitors, maybe partial or complete solutions that may?
Yeah, obviously. Give me a second to show you our competitive analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Our competitive analysis is, they have a very, need to invest, for example, the non-store need to invest more in this kind of product. We need buy a computer, buy a mobile device, to try to do this. Now it's more easy because you can use only your cell phone now. Our price is very low in compare of our competitors, and it's more scalability because it's more focused on the user experience than the other competitors that we have. So this is the result of our analysis. And again, we are focused more in our customer development that just use only your cell phone, no other device. That is one of the barriers that we identify when you do our research, in the first step.
And have you planned on having like a freemium version first, and then start charging, or just charge from the very beginning?
Yeah, obviously. Our first step is a free trial to learn more about your potential, our potential customers, collect more data, adapt more the app, again, test, and again. Yeah, one of the steps that we are going to do is a free trial. But it's learning for us. This is going to be a more competitive, more focused on customer experience. So yeah, it's a first step with free trial, and then the idea is try to put a price that is really very low with significant sales that another store have. Our price represents the 0.00% of the sales of another store here.
Thank you.
No more questions? More questions? Okay. Thank you very much, Javier.
Thank you to you.
With Kulka, it's over the ideas category. And now, in this moment, we start the category of early. The first start in the early category is Cowpack. Cowpack converts food subproducts into biodegradable materials for elaborating biotextiles or food or non-food packing, or materials. Their materials are 100% natural, editable, compostable in less than a week in the garden soil, warming water or organic trash. The speaker in representation of Cowpack is Andrea Cuba. Andrea, Alejandra. Okay.
We can connect to.
Okay, Alejandra, we need your presentation now. Okay.
Sorry.
This is the chronometer. 3 minutes now.
Hi, we Cowpack will be used to reduce. I am Alejandra, founder and CEO, and together my multidisciplinary team will create a packaging material. And this is a picture of a landfill in Peru. According to World Bank, 50% is organic and 33% is plastic and paper. But this is a global problem. Why is there so much waste in the world? I give an example of a food industry. For a chocolate, it throws a paper box that leaks deforestation and requires a lot of water, energy, and chemicals. A plastic packaging that takes 500 years to decompose. And organic byproducts like cocoa shells that end to accumulate in landfills. Wouldn't it be amazing that the sticker packaging material that we use for byproducts and doesn't pollute? Now it's possible with Cowpack because our technology converts food byproducts into natural and flexible materials, generating a circular economy. For example, cocoa shells are transformed into a packaging which even can be eaten or to act as a natural fertilizer for plants or to disintegrate in less than a week into the garden soil, warden all organic waste without industrial treatment because there's 0% plastic or cellulose, water soluble, without processed, zero waste, and without chemicals. It has a water footprint 8 times less than paper. We about half operations versus paper process using a byproduct protocol in test of deforestation, allowing high scalability under an economy of scale. Our market is focused on food and non-food segments, which only in Latin America is equivalent to $7 billion. Our MVP are available for jewelry, soaps, and preformed packaging for food applications. Business model is B2B by direct sales or licensing our technology based on our first invention patent. Also, we have the national and international support. Being part of Startup Chile, one of the 10 top of the accelerators in the world. In this year, we won the Future Euro Challenge, Young Entrepreneur Kickoff in Malaysia, and we are in the last step to make a pilot with Corona Challenge, being recently published by Harvard Review of Latin America. And since all these media has allowed to reduce our marketing costs, to contact and validate with more than 25 companies from Peru and Chile. And we are so happy because we are currently in conversation with 3 big companies around Latin America to test and commercialize our products, scaling from laboratory to pilot production, improving our productivity 40 times. So, with Cowback, I invite you to give a second life if you less imagine, because the natural thing is to transform. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alejandra. Now it's the turn of judges. Please don't forget the qualifications. Now,
Hi, Alejandra.
start the question, please.
This is Jaime. Congratulations. Really love your product. What would be right now your biggest challenge as a company?
Our biggest challenge is scale our production. For example, we are increase our productivity in the pilot stage, but we are looking for investment to scale our production to industrial scale. So we are in different funds to raise more capital to invest in our company. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer.
I have a question. Do you need any certification to sell abroad your products?
And we are talking with a big company in Brazil, and moreover, it's important my functional lessons to commercialize, and we have the microbiological and physicochemical certifications to require the conventional packaging. Hi, another question?
Yes, another question. Cynthia, do you have another question? Julian?
No, it was very clear for me, very good presentation. And I think that I can see that you already have support from different entities. So congratulations, you're on your way.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I can ask
Yes.
a last question if you want, if possible.
Of course.
So, how more expensive is this alternative to what people are actually using today?
Okay, versus the nearest competition that is one of the biggest companies of bioplastic called Futamura. They sell to one of the potential companies around $25 cents. Currently, in a pilot production that we have, our product, the same product, the size with the same size, is around $40 cents. It's about a double. However, with an scale, industrial scale, we can reduce this cost even less than the competition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, no more questions. Thank you very much, our judges. Please, our judges, don't forget your cameras and your qualifications. Very important. Now, the next startup in every category is CBN. CBN Technologies is a business network that through its platform facilities simplifies and optimize business process to drive connectivity, visibility, and expose to develop and seize business opportunities. Representative Carolina Vargas. Carolina, please, your presentation by 3 minutes, start. Don't forget your camera. That starts now.
Sorry, I am here. Okay. Good afternoon. Our startup is CBN Technologies, and I'm Carolina Vargas, the founder and the CEO. To begin and explain the problem we solved, I want to introduce you Robert, a small business owner who provides maintenance services. Like Benny, it's in the constant search of customers, but he doesn't know where to advertise or promote his company. The channels he usually know, they are not very effective. On the other hand, we have Max, a corporate buyer, who is in the constant search of development of suppliers due to the different requirements he has. However, when he needs it, he doesn't know where to look for companies that offer what he requires and find reliable information about them. They are very busy people and they carry out many operational processes. This is why CBN was created, to help them connect easily and at the right time, so they can maximize the chances in seizing business opportunities. In LAC6, there are more than 15 million companies in different sectors, of which we have quantified that 2.8 million belong to Spanish-speaking countries, operate in markets similar to the Peruvian, and present this problem value at $1.2 billion. We are a business network that through our platform connects companies in order to facilitate the making and seizing of business opportunities. On our platform, we offer services for both buyers and suppliers. In the case of procurement teams, we help them manage their suppliers and purchases. And for suppliers, we offer the possibility of creating a virtual store to gain commercial visibility and easily find opportunities. Although there are competitors in the market, our proposal is based on being a very simple to use and accessible alternative for any company size. Our main differentiations are, one, that our platform does not require any type of installation or complex training to start using it. Two, it has zero acquisition cost. We have free and premium plans. Three, we have flexibility in new developments. And four, we go to a mass market. It can be used by any type of company. About our traction, since June 2019, we have been doubling our monthly recurring revenue, and our network is growing at a rate of 41 companies per month. Actually, we have more than 480 companies registered and more than $8 million transacted. As we are a SaaS platform, we are highly capable to scale, and even though we are a young company, we actually have in our network companies from 6 countries. We are also a multidisciplinary team with experience in the problem and with the necessary skills to move the company forward. From CBN, we want to contribute to the economic reactivation, providing an environment where companies of all sizes and any geographical location can easily connect to generate businesses. These are some screens of our platform: the newsfeed, our search engine, good catalogs, service catalogs, and company profile. Finally, our important milestones. Thank you very much.
Okay, Carolina, thank you very much for your presentation. Please don't forget your camera, Carolina. Now is the turn of our judges. Please don't forget your cameras and the qualifications on platform.
Hi, Caro. Congratulations. I have seen your evolution.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for your comment.
Startup Peru. So I want to know from your own perspective, how do you see this change and from where you started when I met you and where you are right now? And what have you learned from that process?
Well, it was a very complex process. Also, the COVID-19 has been a great challenge for us. We are a young company and we previously only based on buyers on our proposal for procurement teams. And we were planning this year to go to companies to make more deals. But of course, this pandemic has changed a lot of things. And we also have to move on, trying a solution also for little companies that are also looking for new opportunities, new business opportunities. So in that way, we have to evolve, and we are offering not only services to procurement teams, but also to little companies. And in that way, I think that we have learned a lot of this process. We have to adapt. Our team has to also work remotely. It's a different process. So I think that we learn a lot of the market. Many of our clients helps a lot to improve our product. So it's very important, I think, in this context, we learn a lot to listen to the client and understand what they need in this context. And that is why we led to our value proposition now.
Great, thank you.
Hola, Carolina. Hi, how you doing? So
Hi, Jaime.
how do you see your company in 1 year? What's the next milestones?
Well, in 1 year, we want to expand in both sides, in procurement teams, but also in suppliers. We are launching new services for little companies. So now we have 480 companies. We want at least to stand with 1,000 companies registered, and at least to double the quantity of procurement teams who use our platform. Our expansion is natural when procurement create companies acquire the solution, because of course they also led their suppliers to come to the platform. So in that way, we can also organically grow. And with the new service that we can get, also we can amplify our network even more.
And from your current clients, what is the principal or the main feedback that they have from your product or your service?
Well, we have corporate clients. We have one corporate procurement team here in Peru. We also have one in Chile. The process was very important in feedback. They have helped us a lot to improve the services that and the functionalities that our platform has. Also, some functionalities have changed, some others have been added. So actually, the process has been very, very together. They have give a lot of feedback, and we are really, really working with all our clients really closely in considering that we need to validate what they need, and we must be sure that our product is the sufficient powerful from there to use recurrently. And that is the proof that 2 of our clients has renewed our annual subscription, and also that they have helped us to build a better product. No?
How did you adapt your value proposition or your offer to sell to those small companies that you mentioned you're attending?
Well, our channels must change. In the first place, as I said, we were looking for procurement teams, buyer teams. We only use LinkedIn and mainly corporate events when we can contact with you with potential leads. And then in the part of suppliers, our growing there was very natural because our procurement or our buyer clients bring them to the network. But now we are contacting them in different platforms. We are searching for making more marketing in also not only LinkedIn, but also in another social networks. And also our organic growing is becoming from some opportunities that the buyers can give us. So we look and we publish that opportunities. For example, I need cleaning services. I am looking for a supplier for cleaning services. So that in a way could give us the opportunity that more suppliers start to come to our network.
No more questions? Okay, Eddie, your question, please.
In this process that you have to acquire the suppliers, do you have any filter from there for them?
Well,
like any requirement?
A requirement for the subscription or for the registration?
Yeah, for the registration, they have the standard quality, for example.
our platform is made that for any company can register. The register is completely free, but what we made for that confidence or that requirements of the company is that we have built a specific profile in which the companies from any size can start to full their company information. So we have a search engine in which you can filter depending on the supplier that you are looking for. For example, if they have some certifications, or if they have a quantity of employees or an amount of years in the market. So as we are massive, because any company can register, but with our search engine, it can be filtered by the buyers or the potential clients to find the supplier that they need.
But how do you like validate this information?
We are thinking about a fee of validation, so we can have a little like a little seal that it has a validation process, no? Because of course that validation would require a cost for us. But also I have to tell, there are also information about experience and clients. So also we want that the same buyers make like recommendations or evaluations of the providers that are in the network.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Carolina. Now is the turn of Ento Peru. Ento Peru promotes the research and development of products of human consumption based on edible insects obtained in a technified breeding through the bioconversion of organic byproducts into food products of high nutritional values, iron and protein, with a focus on food security and environmental sustainability. Now is the turn of Raisa Lama. Please, Raisa, your camera.
Hello.
Hello, Raisa. Okay. We can see your presentation, but your camera, please. Now we start. Okay, 3 minutes starts now.
Okay. Hello, I'm Raisa Lama, and I'm co-founder of Ento Peru. With the world's population increasing to 9.7 billion by 2050, the demand for protein will only increase. This in a context where traditional sources of protein are not sustainable anymore due to the excessive use of food water, space, and greenhouse generation. In a world where more than 130 million people face acute hunger, with an increase for third consecutive year in Latin America, including Peru. Protein is not an option. We all need protein, but we need an eco-sustainable source of protein. So insects are the solution. We have developed our own and innovative protocol for insect cultivation, which has received recognition from MIT. So in this way, to obtain 1 kilogram of protein, we use less than 2 kilograms of food and less than 2 liters of water, making it highly sustainable compared to traditional sources of protein as beef. And this with increased iron and protein values in traditional sources of protein. We transform the insect into a protein powder with many applications in food industry. Well, we have developed a protein bar called the Molitor. This is a natural product which contains protein powder of tenebrio and Peruvian superfoods from family agriculture from Peru. We also promote circular economy practices by using byproducts from the insect cultivation for the elaboration of this organic fertilizer. Well, our target now is athletes and naturalities food consumers, no? two market trends that are rising year on year. And we sell through B2B and B2C, as you can see here. And also we have some purchase interest from distributors in other countries. In this way, we are preparing population for the future of food. Always looking for the triple impact activities in our company. We have had some achievements like Ad Nutrition Award in the International Agribusiness Contest called Future Agro Challenge, and also the Innovator in the 35 by MIT. Well, we are a team with a strong knowledge in technical, innovation, and commercial aspects. And we have some alliances with entities at national and international level.
Okay, sorry, Raisa, your time is over.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now, the questions of our judges. Please don't forget your qualifications on platform and turn on your cameras.
Hey, Raisa.
Hello.
I have a question, and it's more of how you see yourself in the future. Right now, you're doing this protein bar. It's going to the gym, but how do you see in the future being able to have a social impact? How are you going to reach this product to the masses?
Yeah, well, we start now. We have a real market compound by athletes and naturality, but the protein market is billionaire in Peru and in the world. No, so we have identified that we can be producers of protein for CHD, no, direct human consumption. This is one of our one thing that we would like to achieve, no? And we also have a plan to develop another line that is animal consumption with other kind of insects, no? So we are working with entities like that from Spain to develop together a protein powder, improved protein powder to achieve these things, no? And also with PhD from Wageningen to improve our protein powder.
I have a question here, Santiago Ortiz. Just to know what makes you different from other products already in the market doing protein with insects and other animals?
The difference between this product and
yeah, sir. Yeah, what's the differentiation between this product and the other ones that are already in the market using insects and other kind of animals as protein powder?
Okay. Well, in the case of Peru, we are the only enterprise who are working in this edible insect, no? But in worldwide, mostly in some countries in Europe and USA, there are other enterprises related to. But our big difference is that we use Peruvian superfoods as tarwi, kiwicha, cacao, and honey from family agriculture. So when we had the opportunity to go to other contests abroad, we have a different proposal from other producers of protein powder of insects, no? And well, we are happy because some people are interested in this synergy, no, of protein powder of insects and some Peruvian superfood as we have in our country.
Thank you.
What do you plan to do to sell more abroad?
Yeah, well, it's a challenge for us, no, because of the normative, the regulation issues. Now we are working together with UCL and Agraria University and a larger study to achieve this, and we are looking for invest to pay these regulatory issues and can go abroad, no, with this kind of products. And well, you know that Peru it's a high producer, important producer of protein powder, no, mostly fishing meal, no, for human and animal consumption. So we have the other countries know that Peru can have the capacity to give this kind of powder protein to the world.
How do you plan to balance your different revenue channels? Because you have the B2B and the B2C. Are you planning on putting more effort into the B2B and having the B2C just grow as organic as possible, or are you planning on doing it the other way around? How do you balance? Because of course there are different efforts to reach B2B or B2C. You need different sales forces and different approaches.
Yeah, well, in our case, we start with B2C using social media, initially social media, no? And now with a pandemic, with a lockdown, we have developed our own website, no? So this is the B2C channel, and here it's compound by 69% of our sales, no, in B2C. And in the case of B2B, it's interesting to see that, nowadays it is compound by 31% of our sales. And before the lockdown, we are starting initial sales in gyms and stores, no, stores of organic food and nutrition sport stores, no. But then now in July, August, we have increased our sales in physical and virtual stores. As these stores have developed a digitalized channel, so they are selling by these channels too, no? And well, this is our B2C and B2B ways.
Thank you.
More questions to Raisa?
Yeah, I have one just related to the last question. Have you identified any partnerships that can be done within the B2C or B2B sector, like with other big companies or other partners that can help you with that?
Well, in the case of B2C, we have many friends who are entrepreneurs too. So they also have different and interesting proposals about sustainable food. So we are always using social media, mostly Instagram or maybe Facebook too, to share some campaigns, no, with this company. But these are entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs, no. And in the case of B2B, no. Well, we would like to apply for a bigger store, no. So we are improving our process and our products to can achieve. But in this moment, we don't have a big alliance with a big store, no. But we have some alliance with the case of Leitat, and we hope that with this alliance we could achieve some bigger store.
Okay, clear.
Thank you very much, Raisa. The general public can be bought on the platform. Is mandatory before that the registration for both. Okay, thank you very much. And now the last category, growth. The Alfie team is preparing now. Representative of the Alfie team, Andrea Segura. Alfie is marketplace of financial products based on financial education. We create a new fair and reliable digital channel for the Latin American user in which we combine gamification, serious game, and behavioral economics techniques by modeling the economic behavior of the user through behavioral economics applying machine learning. We adapt the platform of the profiles to the profiles and preferences of each user and choose create the perfect scenario based on real financial products and current news of interest so that they learn to make decisions about their money. Please, Andrea, your turn now. Andrea, your turn. Please, Andrea, your camera and your presentation, please.
Yes, can you see my
no
screen?
chat. Okay, your presentation, and we need your camera now.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, Andrea, please. 3 minutes starts now.
Hi, I'm Andrea Segura, co-founder and CSO of Alfie. We are Alfie, and we are helping to create a new sustainable financial system, financial education for all. According to the latest OECD study, only Latin America and the Caribbean, 70% of the population is financially illiterate and is the most unequal region of the world. These serious problems, Alfie solves them. Alfie is a marketplace for financial products based on financial education. We transform financial users in the traditional market into sustainable financial clients for the future. Through artificial intelligence, we create user profiles. We create an adaptive game to generate a strong first engagement with the user. We use gamification to motivate our users. The future of financial services is free services. That's why we charge to financial institutions a percentage by placement or activation according to financial product or volume. Our differentiation factor is alliances with governments. We create a unique ecosystem that multiplies value among different types of stakeholders in Latin America from governments to private strategic allies. In marketing and sales, we have a black market of $3 billion, traded more than $400,000, a market size of 375 million literacy and inclusion goals. We know our users and they are distributed in this way. With this time of use, we carry out this great revolution through our alpha model. We have an ecosystem approach serving all the different types of stakeholders. This is us 1 year ago, and now we're recognized and awarded team in the region. Thanks to a Startup Chile and Startup Bootcamp, we have created a 70 million users market. For example, concerning Mexico, the public regulation of pension in Mexico, the Ministry of Education in Mexico, the whole system of cooperativas in Chile, and the rural targets in Peru. Alfie has created its own ecosystem, generate efficiency in the market through the sustainability of financial clients. We are a very strong global team. For example, Carlos was the innovation manager in the Santander UK office, and Marcela has experience in large companies such as Falabella, and this great stuff. Our next milestone is that Alfie will accumulate more capabilities through partnerships with government, financial leaders, and development organizations. Alfie has reached unprecedented agreements in the regional ecosystem, increasing its ability to monetize exponentially. Our 4 years projection is distributed in this way. We forecast in 2020 with 20,790,000 of revenue. We believe that we can see this future together, and we will end with financial literacy in 2 words, using Alfie. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Now the turn of judges, please. Don't forget your cameras and qualifications on platform.
I have one question. Actually, it's pretty amazing. Congrats on that. How is your business model exactly?
Okay, we charge to the financial institution a percentage by a placement or activation according to the product on financial product or volume.
Okay, but like what exactly are you charging per user?
It's depending on the financial institution, on in investment, on product of bank products.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
Questions. The first one, do you sell as a white label or do you sell as your brand itself? That's my first question. And then the second one is the goal of financial education is to get to financial health. So how do you bridge that in order to get to the
I have a little problem with my connection. Can you repeat the two questions, please?
Yes. My first question was if you sell white labeling or you sell your brand itself. And the second one was that financial education is it works to get towards financial health in the end. So how do you bridge? You just end in financial education, or do you plan on bridging to financial health, which is what everyone wants, financially healthy individuals?
Okay, the value of ALFI is oppressive. Our financial education value has attracted the attention of different global actors, and depending on the financial institution or the actors, in this case, like the governments, is depending for the negotiation. That is the answer for the first question. And the second question, ALFI platform is validated by multilateral like World Bank, and as an instrument for creating a very financial markets than the sustainable of our users.
I understand what you just said, but I don't think that answers my question.
Okay, what is the question?
If you plan on bridging somehow to financial health in the end, or just staying in the gamification process towards financial education.
Okay, our goal is to be present through the entire life cycle of people. So we are exploring different age ranges with the help of practitioner partners. So it's from the start until the end for the users. It's in the entire cycle of life.
Okay, congrats for your project. I would like to know if, like, I know that it's pretty difficult to have a competitor here, but who could be your replacement from the government, from the bank, maybe?
Okay, well, it's depending on each country. For example, in Mexico, we work with the government, and the government give us or share users or their users, and our solution is completely digital, so we can scale easily.
No, I was asking about the competitors or the potential competitor, like replacement institution, something.
Okay, we have validated a lot of competition, but like Finerio, Binex, but our preset or value it's sorry, I am a little nervous, so my voice, but yes, or sorry, yes. Sorry. So we have validated a large and growing market. Generally, this problem is addressed with very technical and complex solutions. And at the public, especially in finance or economics, also quiet traditional solutions do not have a impact on society. Current traditional solutions, for example, financial education workshops by different economics and financial entities and agents in Latin America, and digital solutions such as educational, Bloomberg, Fintonic, Finerio. So Alfie, or we are we educate and financial include people through a single digital channel. Neobanks are competitors, but are limited.
Okay. Thank you very much, Andrea, for your time. And now is the turn of Alkilab. Alkilab is a first product red marketplace covered by an insurance in Latin American market. The defender is Halil Saba, co-founder of Alkilab. Please, Halil, your presentation and your camera. Okay, are you ready? Okay, your presentation, Halil, please. It's a moment, please. Now, Alkilab, your presentation, please. Okay. Now, Khalil, please, we need your presentation now.
Hi, can you see my presentation?
No, not yet.
No?
No.
It's because someone is presenting, I think.
Now, just a moment.
Can you see my presentation now?
We can see a web page.
Yeah, right now, can you see them?
Can you
Yes,
see
now, just now.
Yes.
Okay, Khalil, 3 minutes since now.
Hello, my name is Halil Saba, CEO and co-founder of Alkilab. Alkilab is a first product rent marketplace covered by insurance in the Latin American market. We connect lessors and lessees. Through our platform, the lessors could share their idle products and rent them so they can generate an extra additional income. And the lessees, through our platform, they could find a diversity of products so they could rent them and enjoy different experience. By making these two connections with lessors and lessees, we help the planet by fighting against the hyperconsumption generated in the actual market by providing a second life cycle of the product. Also, we create a responsible consumption that generates a sustainable economy into the market, because people could gain money and save money by lending and renting their products instead of buying them. We offer a different categories like sports, technology, musical instruments, toy and accessory for kids, travels, event planning, and more. Our mission is to create a safe rental community where people are willing to share their idle products, so they can generate extra additional income, and people could rent products so they could solve immediate needs by renting them. Our most important allies are the global insurance company Mapfre, that covers the insurance of our products, the different type of payment methods, and Verify, that validates the ID of the users. We have winners of Startup Peru, UC Venture, and more startups, and so the coronavirus update, our focus was C2C, but now we have launched the new SMEs that are MIPES or pymes in Peru and the large companies. With this, we could lend our platform so people could share their products, offer their products, so they could win potential customers and gain more money. No, it's free. We don't have any charges for them. They could publish all the products they want, and also they could have an administration panel, so they could see their orders and chat message with the users. Some examples are of these are large companies: Green, that rent scooters, and Hertz, that rent a lot of cars in our platform. So we want to be the biggest marketplace and the better marketplace and the safest marketplace of renting items in Latin America. Right now we have more than 20,000 active users, more than 900 products, nearly 1,000, and more than 200 SMEs and large companies, and more than 3,000 rent orders. So I hope, do you like our marketplace? So if you want to rent, to enjoy, please rent, don't buy. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, Halil. Now, the questions, our judges, starts now.
Halil, I have a question.
Hi, Cynthia.
You say, hi, how are you? When you mention the active users, are you talking only about people who rent, or are you counting in the ones who are the renters and the ones who have things to be rented?
No, when we talk about the active users, are the people that the lessors and the lessees.
All together. And what is the percentage? Because I remember when I met you guys, that was a little bit of an issue. And I want to see if you have evolved there. Because you had a lot of people who wanted to rent their stuff, but you didn't have many who were renters yet. So have you leveraged that? And what is the percentage in that number of people who are there to rent and people who are there to put things for rent?
Yes, we have just like you told, we have separate them, but with two. But in this 21,000 are the two of the both of them sum up. No, we are separating by the number of quantities, number of products person or a large company publish, and how many products, and it's different verification, because here is the number of products published and here is a product being rented. But they could be rented 1 day, 7 days, month, per year. So we are being more like targeting these two users, no?
So you haven't really estimated, for example, from those 21,000 users, if 10,000 are renters and the other,
yes. Yeah, that's in that, what I want to know. We are like 37.3% of lessors, and the other is lessors.
Okay.
We are.
Hi, this is Jaime. I've seen you present in the past. Something that I've always wanted to ask is, for you, what's the most important metric that you can use to validate that you're actually growing? For example, how do you know that the same person is renting more than once or so?
Yes, the most important metrics right now is the visits in our website. No,
is it that important? Do you think it's when somebody actually rents something, or the recurrence?
I think that it's like the most important thing is also like to rent, no? But like we are building, so the more we have the metrics that visits, more visits, so most people could view the products they could rent and rent them. Also, we have a metrics of the published products, and also we have a new metric that is the business users, no? So we are like in 3 different stages. So we have metrics for each one, and always we have like a structure that we could see if these users have rented 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, the retention, no?
I have a question. It's only the insurance what makes you different from or than your competitors, or do you have other differences?
Sorry, it's only the what? I couldn't hear, so.
Okay. You offer an insurance when someone rent a product in your website, but I want to know if you have more difference from your competitors.
The insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
Yes, no, that is one type of difference we could be of all competitors. Also, we validate that verify it's a differentiation because we validate the ID users, and also we could count with different payment methods and customer UX and customer UE. And also, besides that, we also make a seguimiento of all the users, so we could track them and we could know what they discuss, no, and have their opinion through us. Also, we have like a lot of message where the people could rent the other people, so we could know if this lesson is good or this lesson have a bad reputation. So we eliminate them from the platform if they have like 2 strikes. And also if you rent your items, right now you could publish them like in the top. So you have different plans if you want to offer your product for more potential customers, you know. We have a lot of, in conclusion, we have a lot of differences from our competitors that today they doesn't have. Also, we have a lot of categories that a lot of marketplaces, even the ones that are not the renting marketplaces, have. Like we have just opened our categories of services that now you can rent services. If you want to if your cell phone is damaged and you want someone to repair them, you could find them from our platform and they could came to your house and do our services. Also, we have a categories of insurance that you could have your SOAT vehicular, you could have your BLA or other type of insurance, and like we are focusing on growing even better, no, even more.
Okay, I would like to know more about the team that is building Alclub. Like how many years of experience in the sector and during the entrepreneurship.
Perfect. The team is co-founded by we are 2 co-founders. Is me, Jalisa, and Lahain Nasada, my sister. She has done a lot of jobs in marketing in important companies, and in the technology we have like 3 people that are full-time, like is the CTO and the assistants. And also in the marketing we have a little area, and also in the finanzas y legal. We are like, in total, we are like 9 people in the team.
More questions to the startup?
And also right now we are planning the expansion to the Latin American market.
How are you planning that? Which countries are coming first and why?
Which countries? We have yeah, first, why? That is the first question. Why we choose these countries is because we have like our visits from analytics. So we have like a periodically view our visits from a particular country. So we have decided in what 4 countries we are going to expand our platform. These 4 countries are going to be Chile, Argentina, Mexico, and Colombia. How? Now is a question. The question is that now our marketplace is going to be, we are creating the back and front ends from each country. Also, each country could have their locations and could have their price changes, because here we use soles, but in Mexico we use pesos, but in Chile we use another type of currency. So we are doing right now all that, so we could hopefully this year go to that countries and more people could benefit from renting their stuff.
And what strategy are you going to follow in order to get more leasy or lessors? I don't remember the name exactly, but like how are you gonna get the acquisition of that?
Perfect, good question, Santiago. Right now we are doing the first thing to do is like the chicken and egg, is that our egg is the supply of the products, the people who wants to rent their idle products and win money, no? Right now we are making a marketing plan for all of that, and we are motivating the people so they could visit our platforms and share their idle products. Right, we have like a very specific number that we would like to have in our platform for products. So then we are going to change our marketing, and it's going to be like 80-20% of then 60 and 30 and 40% for the lessors and the lessee. But right now, the potential plan is to finish our marketplace, to build it up, and then we could start doing a little payment advertising from Facebook, Instagram, SEO, SEM, Google SEO, Google SEM, and then we could start attracting people to our marketplace. And after that, we are going to have the marketing for the business. And the idea is to make a lot of partnerships with businesses that are in a lot of international countries, like Hertz or like other type of business. So in each country you could find them, no?
Okay. Thank you very much.
All the business dedicated.
Thank you very much, Halil. Now we must continue the program. Now in the turn of the startup Fitia. Fitia is a nutrition app solution alternative to conventional nutritionists. Their science-based algorithm builds a unique plan based on the specific information and goal of the user. The speaker is Piero Linares, CEO and co-founder of Fitia. Piero, your presentation now.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Your camera, Piero, please.
Hello, everyone. Do you see me? Do you hear me?
We can hear you. Yes. Start 3 minutes now.
Hello, I'm Piero. I'm co-founder and CEO of Fitia. I would like to start sharing some facts. First is that 60% of Latin America people suffer from obesity or are overweight. This is a health problem because 1 in 5 deaths are associated with a poor diet. And not only deaths, but also economic costs greater than 200 billion per year. And why this happens? Because bad nutrition habits, a sedentary lifestyle, because people don't know the nutritional needs, even they care about their weight, and also because people think nutrition is expensive and not go to them. Unfortunately, current tech solutions are not helping. They are calorie counters and they not bring personalization towards the user. So we wanted to attack the majority of these things. And that's why we created Fitia, which is an automated nutrition planner based on the specific needs of the user. We use machine learning techniques in order to guarantee results. We do diet adjustments in real time. And also we have built a huge database here in Latin America composed of smart recipes and a huge database of foods on this country also. We are in the mobile app market, which has increased tenfold in the last 6 years. And the health and fitness sector is estimated on 3.6 billion. And we are playing here with a subscription model. It means that we have a free version of the app and we have a paid version of the app. So far, we have acquired more than 300,000 users in 13 months of operations. This growth has been mostly organic, and we have presence in 19 countries across Latin America and Spain. And soon, the app will be available in English and Portuguese. Also, we have been highlighted by Apple as the best app here in Peru, and we are going to be highlighted again, but this time in Latin America by Apple. This theory is interesting because it shows you how we differentiate from the competition. Mainly is based of the user-oriented personalization and automation. For example, the nutrition guidelines precision, the automated portion sizes, the diet adjustments in real time, machine learning use to guarantee results, and also our database that we have built here in Latin America, for example, recipe from Peru, Colombia, Chile, Argentina, and a huge database of this country also. An important note is that interesting note is that 5 years ago, Under Armour acquired MyFitnessPal for almost $500 million, for only to have a reference of value here. Here's the team that made this possible. We have more than 26 years of experience across nutrition and fitness, coding and software, and business development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Piero. Now it's the turn of the judges. Please don't forget their qualifications on platform and turn on your cameras. Please,
I have one question, Piero. Define users.
User.
How many users, yeah.
Somebody who download the app and register on the app.
Okay, but they are not paying users.
No, they're not paying.
And how many of them are active users, or how do you define active users in terms of usage?
We have more than 120,000 monthly active users. Active user means that they are users who enter the app and put something kind of food into the app.
Can you please double down a little bit on how you make money on this and what's your expectation for becoming... Oh, I'll repeat the question. Can you double down on how you make money with this and what's your plan or strategy to grow and make more money?
Yeah, we have a freemium business model. It means that we have a free version of the app. Everyone can download the app and use it as a free version. It's limited. And if they want to access to exclusive features, they have the option to upgrade to a premium plan. And it's a subscription model.
So how, from your database of users, what percentage is a paid user?
We have a conversion rate right now of 1%.
Is that good in your industry, or
that's
going to be a challenge?
It's in line with your growth strategy at first, and usually the conversion rate is around, here in Latin America, 1-2%. But in United States and developed markets, it's around 5 to 6%. And as I said, it's in line with our growth strategy to gain traction at first. And we have a plan in order to increase that conversion rate.
I have 2 questions. The first one is related to what they just asked. And yes, I see that you have 2 pathways, right? The first one would be to find more paying users, but that may take long because people may just want to stay with the freemium, right? And you have the other pathway that is just gaining more and more users in order to become, as large as you can. And then you're going to be worth a lot of money if you want to, I don't know, add publicity or sell any other thing related to your users. So that is the second pathway. Have you thought about these 2 pathways, and that's why you have chosen the second one, as I hear, or am I just ahead?
We're working really in both paths. We are planning to increase the conversion rates. For example, we are releasing new features that will be only for premium users, so that will increase the conversion rate. And also, we are gaining a lot of volume. We are going to grow inorganic right now because so far we have expended very little on advertising. So I think it's both. We're gonna increase our total users, and we're gonna increase our paying users by increasing the conversion rate with more features.
And what are your costs?
Our cost, here's the LTV and CAC. We have a ratio of 3:1. The LTV is after store fees. Apple and Google, the commission fee is 30%, and they have and the CAC it includes the cost of acquisition of inorganic. For example, when we pay advertising to acquire a paying user.
You're not considering salaries for the founders yet?
No, this is variable cost, but our fixed cost is right now per user, paying user is around 18 soles. We have a EBITDA per user of 7 soles, like a margin of almost 18% right now. But that is included fixed cost, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. Is it easy for you to sell to different countries, or you need to adapt your platform for each one?
No, definitely. We need to adapt first, making a database for these countries because the foods are very different. The supermarket foods, the recipes of these countries, and also things that like the name. For example, for example in Mexico, you can't say palta to avocado. You need to say like aguacate, and these kind of things. Is the things we do in order to expand to a new country.
More questions?
Yeah, I want to know if most of your sales are made in Peru or not.
Actually, our sales or revenue around 60% if from other countries different than Peru. Yeah.
And how much did you sell last month?
Last month we sold more than 23,000 soles.
Okay, thank you very much, Piero. Thank you very much, our judges. But the last startup on growth category, Playtech Edu. Playtech Edu is a business, Playtech Edu Academy, which is based on a platform web that has tools, interactive, and teachers can create a simple way a classroom. And also Playtech Academy register assistance and records process of automatic. Finally, it has video chat, trivia, tests and exams, share screen. The defender is Ayrton Nieves, CEO of Playtech Edu. Ayrton, please your presentation on your camera. Okay, Ayrton, are you ready? 3 minutes.
Yes.
It starts now.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Ayrton. I am CEO and founder of Playtech Edu. I teach startup. We attack this principal problem that half of teachers in Peru don't have digital skill to use in the classroom, and this is a very important point to consider because of the situation origin for COVID-19. So we create this platform, Playtech Academy. This is a smart educational platform for teachers. It's easy to use, it's interactive, saves time for teacher, and get an extra money for teacher. So the market in Peru is 600,000 teachers. Our target is 120,000 teachers. In Latin is 8 million teachers, and global in the world is 90 million of teachers. For validation, the last year, we tested with 100 teachers, and in this year, at the moment, we were testing with 3,000 teachers, and we have a database of 8,000 teachers. So this is the imagine of validation. Our business model is about payment for use of the platform, payment for certificate course, and also get a commission for private class. Sorry. The first and the second is about model B2C, and the last is about C2C, like Uber, where we connect teachers with the student in private class. And the differentiation from competition is a better user experience for create a virtual and interactive classroom, and also include certified course for teachers. Teachers can get extra money, and also we include this platform do and 3D virtual laboratories for enhanced learning. No, okay. Part of thing, my person, Ayrton Nieves, CEO, I am mechatronics engineer and MBA. Miriam Orellana, science engineers. Andres Salazar, mechatronics engineers. Yesina Herrera, specialist teacher, and Diego Montes, marketing and sales. We have a partnership with public and private institutions, municipalities, schools, and governments, incubators, and etc. That's all. Thank you very much for attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Ayrton. Now in the turn of our judges. Please don't forget your qualifications on platform and turn on your cameras. Please, your questions.
I have a question. What's the difference between your platform and other platforms like Blackboard or Zoom? I don't know. Others in general.
Yeah, for Blackboard, thank you very much for the good question. Well, this platform includes 2D and 3D laboratories for enhanced. And this is very important because, you know, and this year or the next year includes, this is but to be difficult to join or to practice laboratories of practice in the classroom. So we implemented 2 and 3D virtual laboratories in that. Okay, that is one difference. And also we integrate different tools into Practice Academy. And also we allow to teachers to get extra money with a community of students and parents and teachers. And also we include in this platform course certificates to teachers. So I mentioned 2 and 3 difference from Blackboard. Okay.
How is it that teachers can get extra money?
Okay. Yeah. For this question, for example, if in the platform we have 3,000 teachers. Okay. And for and other sites we have for teacher 10 students and about 13,000 students. So we connect the teacher, show a demo, a webinar about mathematical equations. So a student see that promotion, that course or that class free, and get to the teacher, connect with the teacher. A student likes how the teacher teach, and so teacher promotes more class with cost and or course. No, so it is like Uber, we connect students plus parents with teachers, like that, and we get a commission.
So like these teachers are giving like classes like apart from their duties in school, right? They're
Yeah.
like private tutoring or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah. And how do you regulate that it goes through your platform and not like from outside of it?
Sorry, the last can you repeat,
So
please?
how can you make sure that parents are going to reach to the teacher through your platform and not to do it just like, I don't know, to contact them privately through WhatsApp or calling them to give like private tutoring on this business model?
Yeah. Well, I sure because of a part of the private class, parents has information, tracking of the learning and advance or learning of his son or his daughter. So we give to parents a tracking how the learning of student is advanced. So this is a differential for parents, no? And also we launch promotion webinars, interesting webinars about future profession or oriented to careers. One question. No, I don't listen.
I have heard your pitch before, and I think you have.
Sorry, Arturo. I don't listen good.
I don't know if
Cynthia,
it's my connection or yours. Can you
please.
hear me right now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, right
pero
now,
me
yes.
escuchan?
Yes. Right now, yes.
Okay, perfect. Ayrton, I have heard your pitch before, and I believe you have something quite strong. The only thing that I always found is the lack of the commercial part. So have you found any ways in which you can overcome that part of conversion?
Conversion. Yeah. For example, so let me show you this. Yeah, we for conversion, our target is 120,000 teachers. What for conversion we estimate for this year 500 buyers, no, who pays. But the goal in Peru is 2%. It means about 12,000 teachers, no? So for this moment is premium, but for this at the moment is premium, but the next month we launch the part of premium on platinum. At the moment we have course live, but a future. So it is very important to get money, no? But in conversion for the moment, not yet all premium for the moment, but on September we launch the premium and platinum, and also the marketplace of courses, no? So this is the situation of this platform right now, no?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for all. Now we need a picture. We turn on your cameras. Last picture, an official picture of the event. Please turn on your cameras, everyone. we need to the judges in this moment. Thank you very much for your presentations. It's amazing. But in this moment, the judges go to the private room to deliberation. Okay, please, your cameras for a picture. Okay. Okay, please, Augusto, the picture, please.
It's all done. It's already taken. Thank you.
Okay. Please, the judges and an investor team go to the a private room with the judges. Please, the video of Usul Ventures now in this moment.
Somos la incubadora y aceleradora de startups del Grupo Educativo San Ignacio de Loyola, respaldada por el programa Innovate Perú. Formamos parte de la red de aceleradoras de la Alianza del Pacífico, Acelera P, la red global telefónica Open Future y la Asociación Peruana de Capital Semilla y Emprendedor, PCAP. Nos encargamos de desarrollar, transformar y potenciar emprendimientos innovadores con énfasis en tecnología e innovación. En Usil Ventures, acompañamos startups y les abrimos las puertas para escalar en diversos mercados, a través del fortalecimiento en soft y hard skills, y el acceso a nuestro grupo educativo, acercando a las startups con el mundo corporativo, brindando redes comerciales y de inversión, gracias a las alianzas claves con actores relevantes del ecosistema emprendedor mundial, tales como Imagine Lab, Biointropic, Blue Box, Batson College, Waira, Microsoft for Startups e IBM. Conectamos las necesidades de las corporaciones con las múltiples soluciones validadas de las startups, encontrando el fit con el mercado. Acompañamos a más de 40 startups con más de 5 convocatorias al año, en las verticales de bionegocios y salud, hotelería, turismo y gastronomía, educación e Industrias 4.0. En Usil Ventures, conectamos empresas con startups. Conectamos startups con empresas.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Now we have we must run our program, but first for any words of Mr. Javier Benavides, member of the staff of Investa. He would like to make an advice for everyone. Javier, please.
Thank you, Arturo. Thank you all. We've showed the world that 13 is not a bad number. We've had 13 pitches, all of them extraordinary, and the Entrepreneurship World Cup is very happy to host this cup, which aims to expand far beyond 100,000 applications we had in 2019. This is the second edition of the Entrepreneurship World Cup, and this year we have our winners of Peru the chance to pitch on a global stage for a share of $1 million in cash prizes, plus additional investment opportunities, plus another $75 million of in-kind support. As physical events are impossible at this moment due to the coronavirus pandemic, the organizers are taking the Entrepreneurship World Cup online with virtual national finance like this one, and more than 100 countries are intervening in this national finals. So the Entrepreneurship World Cup is more than just a global pitch competition. So this is not over. We have a shot of having life-changing prizes because we want to elevate entrepreneurs from all stages, be them idea stage, early stage, growth stage, or beyond, by providing them with tools and resources to grow their venture. There is also a new social entrepreneurship category that we'll be addressing next year. So what we are trying to do now is do it bigger, do it better. So Entrepreneurship World Cup will accelerate in a virtual training and mentorship program that will help those entrepreneurs that win today to hone their skills and increase their chances of winning their national competitions. So they will be trained in pitching, in deck creation, in customer feedback, in product development, in team building, in company culture. So what we offer here is more than just money. So we offer here a complete acceleration program which will enhance your abilities to grow internationally. So this is what we are doing today, and we really congratulate the startups that are here to help us bring our country to a higher level in the entrepreneurial world. So, and as we have seen these pitches, and in the meantime, we had a hidden guest who's Susan Amat, who's watching the pitches. We have one announcement for you. First, we are accelerating not only one of the startups that are pitching today, but two startups will have the chance to pitch internationally and be part of the contest for $1 million cash in prizes and exposure to investors. So this is one of the news I wanted to share with you. And on the other side, just to make a bit of suspense, we'll be addressing and telling you who are the winners for this Peruvian session. So are we, Arturo?
Drum roll.
Okay, thank you very much, Javier. According to the scores of our judges, we have, okay, we only go to 2 representatives of Peru to accelerate 2, to a process to select the most 100 startups in the world to participate in this match on October. But the results were very close. Yes, was very close. First, we have the same score on the third place. The third place, they have 2 startups, the third place, 2 startups, which the score was 15.20 for both. The startups in the third place was Mosi and Kulka in idea category. But now the 2 startups goes to accelerated 2 in representation of our country. This startup received an special and services and received and special services by the GEN. For that reason, 2 startups must be they have the responsibility to participate in Accelerated 2 and receive the support and Usil Ventures and Investa. The second place with 15.80, FITIA. Claps, please. And the third place with 16 points, very close to every category. Yes, I'm on my internet. Now, Kaopak. The Kaopak and FITIA goes to Accelerated 2. We fight the 100 places to 100 places to the global final on October. Congratulations, the teams Kaopak and FITIA for this one.
I feel so happy for this opportunity. And
now,
please, Alejandra.
Hi, I am Alejandra. Yeah, from Kaopak, and I feel so happy for this opportunity. I am sure that we can go to change the world from Peru to the world. So, very thanks for this, for trust in us, in our project, and we are sure that together we can do more for the planet and all the society. Very thanks. I feel so excited and thrilled for this opportunity.
Thank you all. I have no words right now, but I think that all startups here have the potential to make an impact not only in Peru, but also in the world. I think we need to show globally that what we are capable of. Thank you very much. It's a huge challenge to change the nutrition habits of people. It's a very challenging thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, and our apologies, Dr. Amat. Now, final words of the Ms. Susan Amat, Vice President of Education and Director of Gen Accelerates. Thank you very much for your presence, Ms. Amat.
It was really my pleasure, and big congratulations that went out to all the finalists because the pitches were fantastic, and it was my joy to kind of sneak in the room and get to watch the finals on my phone over the last few hours. So when we designed EWC a couple of years ago, our goal was to find companies like this. And I have to really commend the incredible partners in Peru, Lucille and my friend Luis. I think it's been so great to see not only the quality of companies, but how many awesome female founders there were. So both of you, congratulations. But Alejandra, I'm especially a little bit more excited for you. So Accelerate 2 starts this weekend. Get ready. You'll have an email in the next couple of hours from somebody from my team. Idea and early stage meets Monday morning and growth stage meets Sunday morning. So expect a very intense next few weeks. And in reality, the next couple of months while we prepare you for the big global finals in Riyadh. And we're really, really happy to have you. Again, I think, and I'm calling in from Miami, so we're basically sister cities. I think one of the exciting things here, every time I go to Peru, visiting my friends, seeing the incredible talent that's there, it reminds me how really small the world is and how many connections we have. So as you get ready for Accelerate 2, the two of you are not competing. I know EWC is supposed to be this big global competition, but we designed it from day one to have it be about you winning on your own, to be the best company you could be, to solve your customer problems as well as possible, and make sure that every touch point we have with you, whether connecting you to our global mentor network, to new locations for growth, to new partners, that doesn't just come from the investors and contributors and people attending EWC. That comes from each other too. You might find your best collaborators and partners within the other competitors. So I really hope you go into Accelerate 2 literally in a few days, very open-minded, ready to find great partners, think about new opportunities, new regions, and we're super excited to have you. So it's my honor to get to represent Jen and the entire EWC team at these finals, and really great congratulations to all the finalists and the winners and our wonderful partners in Peru. We're really excited to see what happens next year and continue such a great collaboration.
Thank you, Susan. And
thank you very much.
And another winner, Arturo, which is our public's favorite. So what about telling our guys from Mossy?
Yes, the favorite of the public was Mossy project was the favorite of the public.
Hey. Don't they have a prize?
Now, congratulations, congratulations, Cowpack and Fitia. When according to the words of of Susan Amat, we started we need send an email for vote on the next hours. Okay, we sent an email to Susan about your contact information.
It's a good thing I was on this call so I can sneak in an extra when there's a tie like this. That's normally not allowed, but when you have companies of this quality, we have no choice.
The members of the judges, they have some words or comments. A member of the judges, Professor Salazar.
I would really like to congratulate you all. All the startups were wonderful. Thanks, Susan, for being here. I mean, it's a pity that we haven't been able to meet this year because of the pandemic, but it's always good to see you. And hope we can see each other again next year at GW. So take care. I think that's it's all. Thank you, Arturo. You've done a great work as well. Thanks to Sil, team of Investa, and wonderful to see this competition. Take care. Bye
And
bye.
can I just make one more comment? Your judges were fantastic. Cynthia, those questions were great. Every time I go to Peru, not only do I gain a bunch of weight because the food is so good, but I just am always impressed by the ecosystem and not only the people putting this together, but judges, awesome job.
Thank you very much, Susan. Claps or judges.
Bueno, nos retiramos, ¿no? Muchas gracias a todos.
Yes.